This is Thịt Noi Jambong, also known as Vietnamese ham, one of 3 cold cuts for my fully loaded banh mi. It starts off with a nice large pork shank of which I'm removing the bone. Using a slim sharp knife, work your way around it, keeping as close to the bone as possible. Once it's removed, make a few incisions into the meat through which the marinade can be absorbed. Weigh out the pork shank without the bone, from which you can work out the ingredients you'll need. You'll need salt, curing salt, sugar and dextrose. Mix that together and thoroughly massage it into the meat. Place aside while preparing the rest of the marinade. First of all, you'll need to make some fried garlic. For this, mince some peeled garlic in a food processor and place it into a pot with oil. Heat it slowly and gently until the garlic starts to fry. Keep on gently cooking it until it turns golden brown, but stop before it gets too dark. Place aside to cool. Now roughly chop some shallot, garlic and coriander root. Chuck those into a food processor with a splash of water and give them a rough blitz. Place that aside for a few minutes before extracting the juice through a strainer. Add that to your pork shank along with some of the fried garlic. Massage that in well and cover it before leaving it to marinate for at least 8 hours or overnight. To shape the ham, spread some cling film onto your bench. Place greaseproof paper on top and then the shank with the skin side facing down. Make any cuts necessary so that the meat is more or less even throughout. Now roll it up tightly into a thick log. Start by rolling it in the greaseproof paper and then into the cling film. Try to press it as tightly as you possibly can and secure the end with knots. To keep it in as round a shape as possible, I'm finishing it with a final layer of aluminium foil. Be gentle when pulling it tight so as not to tear it. When it's all wrapped up, place it in a steamer to cook. Roll it over from time to time. This took me just under 2 hours to reach an internal temperature of just above 60 degrees Celsius. Make sure to let it cool to room temperature before placing it in the fridge to chill thoroughly overnight. The final step is to unwrap it, making sure to remove all the layers before slicing into it. Although the curing salt helps it retain a pink color for a while before oxidizing, it's not a fully cured product, as this would take much longer. It has a delicious subtle aroma from the aromatics. The skin has a really nice bite while the meat is tender and juicy.